Migrants in motion to take over New York City. All over breaking news, head of the headlines. Over 1,000 African migrants swarm New York City's hall over supposed falsely promised green cards. And that coming from the New York Post. That's expected to happen, right? You give an inch, they take a mile.
One of the local NGOs, and one of the most shocking things that I've discovered this trip is that not only are they giving these migrants free tickets throughout the entire United States, but also around the world, because that is how desperate New York is getting to get these migrants out of their city. But because it is such a nice setup here, right, with the sanctuary city, free hotels, free food, free daycare, free medical care, they want to stay here.
And it's not just New York City. Coming to a city near you. News awareness you guys should be on top of, coming right up. My name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most of all, news and awareness, stuff that you want to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. Viewer writes in, as an American, I'm sick of the whole migrant experience, period. Is that how you guys are feeling? For people that have zero rights or should have zero rights, they're demanding everything. Before we dive in, please hit the like button, helps out the channel. Please share this out if you find value, and be sure to pipe in down in the comments. Want to hear what you have to say. So what's this all about? It's all over the news. Let's see Fox's point of view.
Today, we are having a hearing centering the experiences of Black immigrants in New York City. And if you are not overwhelmed by the beautiful Black faces that are present here today and surrounding City Hall, something is profoundly wrong with you.
So that's right, hundreds, even reportedly thousands, are swarming around City's Hall. So now the New York City hearing on Black migrant experience draws hundreds to City Hall. Understand how the Adams administration is addressing language access barrier, culture competency challenges, health needs, and other roadblocks that the new arrivals face, a press release said. Now remember, in many videos I've put out, I've already told you that these people coming across the border are mostly single, military-aged males. Check this out.
I am surrounded right now by hundreds of illegal immigrants from New Guinea and also from Haiti, all right? So majority single men from Africa. We have been told as American citizens that all of these people are coming into our country because they are seeking asylum, but every single migrant that I've spoken to today has talked about how they are here simply to work.
The big question, the curiosity still is, why is it a bunch of single military-aged males? Put what you guys think's going on down there in the comments. A lot of people are saying sleepers. Is it all part of a plan? Something that's going to pop off? So from this journalist, she's down there asking questions. Why are you here?
More migrants, more people asking for handouts. I was at one of the local NGOs, and one of the most shocking things that I've discovered this trip is that not only are they giving these migrants free tickets throughout the entire United States, but also around the world, because that is how desperate New York is getting to get these migrants out of their city. But because it is such a nice setup here, right, with the sanctuary city, free hotels, free food, free daycare, free medical care, they want to stay here.
Wow. Well, some of the girls did not appreciate you one bit, Savannah. Watch.
Miss.
I'm sorry, but this is the United States. We have the First Amendment here. We are allowed to actually film. Okay, well, you don't get to tell me what I can and cannot film. You guys are out here in public today, so, you know, welcome to the United States of America here. Where are you guys from? Where are you from? Where are you from? No, nobody wants to talk to me about where you guys are from?
Pretty crazy, right? And this is going to happen more and more in bigger cities. Are you guys seeing this in your areas? Tell us about it down in the comments. Are you near a sanctuary city? I don't think this problem's going anywhere, and I think it's probably going to drum up to be something else that we probably aren't going to like. Remember, hundreds of thousands of single males coming across. She says it again.
There was a huge language barrier here. These are all single adult men that are convening. Again, as I walked into City Hall today, or I guess the area in front of it, there were thousands of single men here. I think I saw maybe in total 10 to 20 women in the crowd. It's majority men, and they're all here to take the resources of New York City. It seems extremely unsafe. And I've talked to a lot of New Yorkers as well who are extremely upset about the situation.
Oh, yeah.
There was even a grandmother who was outside of this NGO who told me off the record, she was like, I'm in mourning right now. Please do not record me. But an illegal immigrant just killed my granddaughter. So I'm extremely upset about this situation. And then, a couple minutes later, I have a Russian immigrant leaving this NGO singing about how he's getting a free trip to Chicago.
Yeah, this is all paid for, by the way, by the U.S. tax dollars, because those NGOs are getting federal tax dollars to resettle and tend to the needs of the migrants. Forget the people in New York have to deal with the filthy subways and the crime and so forth, but you definitely have to tend to the folks from all parts of the globe.
I had to bleep a word out, but you guys can guess what that word was, and it's happening. It's not being reported, but there is a lot of crimes, bad ones, that are happening in regards to these folks. The fact that they're getting money, medical, housing, flights to go all over, not only the United States, but they're flying them all over the world now. And we pay for that. This person writes in, America is not a socialist society. Go home and get a job. Or is it turning into that? Some of you think, well, they're just coming to get jobs. They're after the jobs. But we're talking about unskilled laborers who many don't even speak English, and they're gonna go to the most expensive city to try to create an income. Many people saying that this will only make crime and homelessness even worse. Many people reflecting on the audacity to come across the border in such a way and then demand all of these rights. Got a lot of New Yorkers complaining, but who did they vote for? As much as many people are saying you get what you vote for, problem is it affects us all because they're shipping them all over the place, and you and I, if we're paying taxes, are covering and footing the bill. The reason I bring this up is because they keep pouring over the border. This is going to compound, get bigger. We're going to face housing issues. We're going to face financial issues. We're going to face a lot more inflation. If you guys aren't prepared for more inflation and going deeper in the hole faster than ever as a country, people need to be prepping for that. Whether you're a prepper or not, you need to be aware and know that this is going nowhere good. Daily News headline says New York City could save $3.5 billion on migrant costs with housing vouchers. New report. Any of you guys ever get a housing voucher? Think about it. Some reports expecting upwards of this thing hitting 10 million people. Think about how many housing vouchers there's gonna need to be, how many food cards, how much assistance, what that price tag's gonna be. The lack of education, the lack of skill set, the language barrier. We know what this is gonna turn into. More of this.
Well, for the second day in a row, the NYPD raided a strip of illegal vendors in Queens.
Mayor Adams says the situation there is a byproduct of the migrant crisis. Lizette Nunez has more from Jackson Heights this morning. What's going on? Were police there earlier today?
Yeah, they sure were, Rosanna and Kurt. There was a lot of police patrolling the area here on Roosevelt Avenue. Sorry it's a little bit loud right now because the train is just going overhead of me. But yes, a big police presence this morning. And most of those street vendors are believed to be migrants. And the mayor did address that. He believed a lot of these migrants are turning to different ways to make a few bucks because some of them are not legally authorized to work.
Not legal to work. And what do you think that they're selling?
For the second day in a row, the NYPD has taken down illegal street vendors along Roosevelt Avenue in Jackson Heights, Queens. This is video from Monday's raid, where officers were seen confiscating merchandise, ranging from clothes, jewelry, and power tools. Some of the goods are reportedly stolen. Yesterday, Mayor Adams addressed the issue, which he believes is tied to the ongoing migrant crisis.
Some of the problems we're facing, in our city. This is the byproduct of bringing thousands of people to a city and telling them they cannot work. This is what we're seeing.
Quality of life issues are nothing new in this part of Jackson Heights. Neighbors and businesses have repeatedly complained about prostitution in the area. Back in January, the NYPD shut down multiple brothels along Roosevelt Avenue. At first glance, they look like massage parlors, but authorities believe prostitution and sex trafficking was taking place in these locations.
This is what we're seeing. Councilman Moyer and I, some of the illegal shops, sex trafficking that is taking place. All of this is a byproduct. You know, I keep telling folks, you have 3,000 people on Randall's Island that cannot do anything all day. That's just not right.
Now, when it comes to Mayor Adams, I think this is all part of the plan. And a lot of you guys know it as well as I do. It has everything to do with this. So put your seatbelts on, because I think the soup is about to get a lot thicker. Be on guard, be aware, be prepared. Be sure you guys are still subscribed. Got a lot more news awareness coming right up. Might want to watch this video right here, because I don't think they want you to watch it.